Well, welcome back to Slice and Dice. Today, I feel like playing Unfair, so let's play Unfair. Oh, a .001 party! How exciting. I'm always going to click on these because they're fun, although I'm sure this one is terrible. Question, aren't random, random? Oh yeah, baby. Red, yellow, yellow. Hmm. Interesting. Let me get back to you on that one. Okay, so we gotta pick 10 points of curses out of this shit. Shield response is like the worst curse in the game. Um, God, I really want to play this party. Maybe there's something cool in the reroll. There isn't. I want to play this shit, but it's hard to click on these. Undying monsters? No way. Big hitter 5 is probably playable. Hmm. You could play Sticky Fingers, Shield Response. No, ew. Oh. But this party comp is cool, but I don't think that this is clickable. There's two death curses here with Undying Monsters and Shield Response, which means that the only thing you could play is like 5-4-2, but Big Hitter 5... Pardon me. Big Hitter 5, Sticky Fingers is just a no shot, right? And there's no way I'm playing worst. I guess I gotta reroll. It was fun to believe. Let's play basic. Monster HP plus 2 is pretty free, I think. 11 to 20 dot add saber doesn't sound too bad either. I don't know. Monster HP plus 2, what is wrong with this is that some of the early game fights are going to be way harder, but at the end of the run, this is like a free curse. So, the only other thing I see here, I think add saber skulk doesn't sound too bad. Also, add saber barricade could be okay, but probably annoying. Let's just do monster HP, and I'll see if it's bad. Because a lot of learning is doing, and I haven't played with most of these curses, so we're gonna learn. And what's our team? Lost Ruffian, Alloy, Healer, Prodigy? That's not too bad. So early game is gonna be the hard part. We're gonna want to do everything we can to be strong at the start of the run. No greeting, nothing fancy. We're gonna take our wins where we get them. And I guess you play like just 2 damage into boar. Although the rat's kind of scary. I think it's fine. Like, there's no need to be greedy. But also, if I fight Lich, maybe I'm just fucked over here. I'm thinking about it. We'll see. We'll see. That's what I'm going to end off on this thought. We'll just see what it looks like. Good job, Alloy. We do have Ruffian, who is one of the guys in the early game that you can play. He is a character. I should probably save the HP here. I think there's no reason not to at this point. And I lost an HP because I didn't shield. Or I didn't move my shield because I was lazy. But there's no reason to be greedy with mana, I think, in Unfair. It matters a lot more that we just kind of do shit. And we're good. Alright. Reroll lost? No. It's probably Pilgrim here. I think there's going to be a lot more time for Pilgrim to pop off in these fights. A lot more death defies that are going to be good. A lot more... I mean, this guy has big pain. We can stun. And like some of the enemies that will stun are actually kind of threatening now. So plenty of good for Pilgrim to do. But I'm going to be looking... These fights are, I expect, going to go long. So I'm going to be looking for things that help me win longer fights, like Poison, where you can get endless value out of it, for example. And then... Oh man, Inevitable is kind of scary. All those wisps up HP. My first thought was plus 2 HP doesn't sound that bad, but now that I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of scary stuff out there, huh? There's a lot of stuff to be maybe a little bit concerned about. Be concerned about? God, I've done it again. It's kind of unfair. Just being so funny. It's a little awkward because this early game is like boring. I don't have to. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. I'd like to retract my prior statements and apologize. Uh. It's fine. It's all good. One of the bees killed himself. It's all good. We're gonna pop one of these seeds. Oh, we're clear. Well, I don't know about that. Actually, hold on. Let me think about it. Prodigy's dying to this bee. You're dying to the other bee. I can mend lost for 2. So, this is our first major question. And there'll be a lot of these to come. Should I just let this thorn hatch and save Prodigy? Or should I kill Prodigy and kill the thorn? I think I am not so worried about this thorn. And instead, what I will do is I will put poison into the archer and I will I'll burst Prodigy. That feels most correct. 4 HP thorn, though. Kinda spooky. I roll. I mean, healing even is good. 2 mana. It's alright. And now Prodigy is worthless, but he's done his work. Go like Scorch first. Set up a little poison angle. You die into Thorn, Archer. Probably it's like kill Archer, kill Thorn, mend here. Or not kill, but poison Thorn. Okay. This Lost has been a rock star, by the way. Look at how many times have I rolled this poison side. The answer is probably too many. But you know what? I'm not here to complain, because basically anything Lost does here is going to be pretty good, in theory. And now we just defend while they die to poison, which isn't really easy because we have, well, you know, Ruffian and Pilgrim. Pilgrim's not a great defender, he's an attacker. Ah, Berserker. I think Rogue is also very worth considering here. Berserker's probably a little worse since these fights are going to go on for so long. It's very hard for him to get anything good out of 4 damage pain. But Pilgrim Berserker is just a consistent hit of 4. So it's close in my mind. I think I am going to trend towards Rogue here, though. I can't be blinded by my love for Berserker, because this guy on hard mode, he's so good. But I think he's probably a little worse and unfair when the curses are more like this, right? And I think that the poison is going to be good. I'm going to go Rogue. But that pick is very strange. Because Berserker, he's like God. And I have Pilgrim for him, too. Like, surely not. But it's hard to spend my defensive capabilities on myself when the enemies are going to be around and hurting me a lot. So shouldn't I be focusing on offense? Or defense against their offense, not defense against my offense, I guess is the best way to say it. And now we got the Alpha dead. And yeah, that looks good. Can I get a 5 heal? No, Ruffian dies for sure. So I think I don't want to lock reuse here. Stun looks pretty good. I'll lock the heal too. Although actually everything is fine there. I shouldn't lock the heal too. Do you even have anything? You know, Prodigy, for being the bastard that he is, has done a pretty decent job of not missing as well. I'm pretty happy with my opener, but you know. Wondified Quicksilver. A lot of people have been, not a lot of people actually, just Cranberry has been telling me about these cool Quicksilver combos you can do, which I had not even considered. And I think Wandify is pretty worthless here, right? Yeah, I'm down for Quicksilver. And a lot of times it's not going to do anything, but sometimes it'll pop off. And I think that a lot of my picks are that same thought process of this is probably not going to do anything, but sometimes it pops off for my tier 2s. So, you know, I should probably pick this. And we can see if it pops off. If it doesn't, I get to go make fun of Cranberry too. I'm going to dunk on him. I think this blind will never run. And that's probably okay. Could dodge and shield and stun the ogre. And you know, that's not too bad. Yeah, a yellow with a nice defensive option actually sounds pretty decent here. You can't burst or else he won't run. Make a mend prodigy. Passing that turn is like doing 3 damage, which is pretty good. And in a lot of these fights, I think this HP up isn't even going to be noticeable. Arg. Goodbye. Brute Druid, great pick. Brute, super strong here. Druid also very good. I think I am going to go for Brute. Balance is a lot worse since there are no 1 HP enemies. So I'm going to just go for someone who's got a strong defensive line. Someone who can really just sit here and go pound for pound with these enemies. Triple Illusion, very spooky. This hits Soodle. Probably just want to roll for the 2. What are you taking that from? Yeah, Golem. I'm looking for poison at a rogue to get this Golem dying quick. Good job, Brute. And which one's weakening? Weakening Pilgrim is meaningless, so we can go here and probably just stun the Golem. Solid. I think this is one of the scariest fights we'll see, too. I guess Graves are going to be pretty spooky, and I think Slates actually get their special HP with Monster HP plus 2. So, if that's true, Basalt might actually be unwinnable. But, that's a surprise for us to hopefully never find out. But shit like illusions are going to be the real fear. Just a random fight of like 5 or 6 illusions later on could put me away. Without a whole lot to be done about it, too. I guess since he's just going to end up at 1 anyway, we should heal Pilgrim. Not that it matters from this spot. We are all but done here. This Golem is getting fucking farmed. Honestly embarrassing. Militia. Oh, this fight looks pretty horrific as well, but we can make the Militia run. Oh, Aegis. I want to pick this. I think Wristblade is pretty good very often, but I think Aegis is, especially looking at this fight, it's going to be pretty good, because now I can just roll this, and for 2 mana, I can put up a wall. Especially if I get a self-shield on it. I'm down to lock the poison. I want to look for 3+2+ stun. I want to look for a kill on a Militia here, plus a stun on an illusion. These illusions have been low rolling like crazy. I'm good to end turn and just let the blind walk away. The poison isn't going to do much. And our game plan here is basically just to get the Militia to walk this out. We can kill all these guys with extra HP by just ignoring them. Come on, healer, I want to do the thing. Alright, fine. We won't do it. Weakening healer, petrifying healer, doesn't matter. Stun here. And you just leave. Alright. They won't run because they're 6 HP, but... Ah, too late, healer. I wanted to do the Aegis tech, but it doesn't work out. Whatever. Yeah, I'll heal. Priestess Caldera. Priestess is definitely the going long character here. It does mean that I'm keeping Prodigy to the end, but... what can you do? Oh, this fight with +2 HP is actually super frightening. This is like one of the worst fights to see. This probably is like, for this spot. No, Slime Queen's worse. Never mind. No. I would much rather fight this than Slime Queen. So I think Priestess is pretty solid. I think Caldera is also pretty strong, but I didn't take a guy to do 1-all for Caldera's AoE. So I think I am going to end up on Priestess, although Caldera Rogue is solid and Healer isn't bad. I'll play Caldera. I think that one's actually super close, though. I can see either choice being strong. 2 mana. It's fine. We're looking for poison. 3 damage is good. Oh yeah, we can stun one of these guys. Solid turn 1, actually. Who would you like to stun? Gaitha's doing 7, Magrat's doing 6, and Agnes is doing 5. I think Gaitha, so that Pilgrim can stun again if he rerolls it. And we'll get poison rolling here and 3 damage on Gaitha, because again, as I learned, I don't know if I learned this in YouTube or on stream, but I think it was in a YouTube video where I got hit by the heavy, and I went, oh, well, I'll just leave Gaitha alive, and then she rolled 5 weakens in a row and almost killed me. This is a pretty fortunate opening, though. They're all rolling their high likelihood sides, which is nice because those are the ones that matter. Good with another poison play. They're stunned. I think it's probably just gonna be Scald, kill Gaitha, and then heal Rogue. Not too bad. I thought this fight was gonna look a lot worse, but they kind of just threw. Because this fight's only bad when the witches roll their bad sides, which are their right sides, the right 2s. Cracked Plate, Magic Staff. Oh, Cracked Plate plus... This was one of the combos that Cranberry told me about. Cracked Plate plus Quicksilver is a pretty cool combo. And I'm down. But streamer, don't you talk a bunch of shit about Cracked Plate? Well, not really. I just say that it usually doesn't do a whole lot, and then people take that very personally. It's, on average, just kind of, like, mediocre, but people take that to mean that I hate it and think it's the worst item in the game. And then I lean into it by putting it in the thumbnail of the tier list video as the worst item in the game so that people click on it and get mad. Which is honestly maybe a little bit disingenuous and rude, but also it's good for the analytics. And a fun bit. And then I could title this video "Carried by the worst item in the game?" ? And that one will go pretty fucking nuts too, I bet. But that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna end turn now. I'm just looking at this one, and I think it's just defend and pray the zombie doesn't obliterate me. Dodge here. You're getting smoked by Fanatic, which probably means I just roll for a death to fight. I was gonna do heal plus stun, but I don't want that into Fanatic. Ah, here you go. So this is the tech, by the way. We learned this when I did the video on Cranberry's channel, where I controlled his item picks. He ended up with Prince with the middle side steal item, and you can just do something like... Oh. So I thought that bursting would mean that it would pass on, but it does not pass on in the way that I thought. And then this goes here, and then you put up a 15. You basically just put up a huge wall with this that they can't punch through. And it chains off of itself. Sadly, it's on healer, so healer doesn't really get much value. Yeah, you see, you just keep going back and forth between the characters. Something like that. It's just going to end up with healer being short a little bit of HP compared to everyone else, but you just burst, and then it's fine. And mostly we're just sitting here waiting for the Fanatic to die off anyway. Natural causes and such. Ligma is what he's dying of. That's 12, you're on 8, you're on 7? I think I should have the zombie here. I unlock this and then I find the zombie kill. Yeah. Because now it should be hit, burst, he's dead. Yep. And then I'm just gonna go hit, burst, dead, shield 6. Each of these fights feels like an interesting little puzzle of figuring out what the hell we're doing and then trying to do it. Please. Thank you. Like, how do I get out of each of these fights? And then I try to walk my way out. We have fought way too many militia for this run, which is good, by the way. I want to make sure it's clear. I'm very happy about that. I think Medic is great here. If we have to sit here and live forever, you know who lives forever? Medic. I'm going to drop out of Aegis for now, but it can come back later. It would be pretty funny if this militia targets Brute and then immediately runs away. That would be a banger. I think that militia can't target like that. Like, I've never seen it happen, but I guess I've never had the opportunity either. So, who knows? Enemy I target gets 5 or more shields. I bet actually with how it's written, you probably have to get, like, you have to give the character more shields for him to run. 2, 4. I'm actually off by 1 here, huh? Just definitely look for poison to poison the Slimer, yeah, and then just make this idiot flee. And we're fine. This fight's no problem. I'm not really worried. The poison is the big winner, right? I can let these fights go for as long as I want, as long as I have poison here. Oh my god, he comes out at 4. Help. He wins this. Okay, I'll save the HP, it's fine. I wanna hopefully... I guess actually saving the HP is probably wrong there because I should give myself a guaranteed chance to stun the Wiz, because if he makes bones, I'm not gonna die, I'm just gonna be upset. Unsummon for worst. This is a super interesting choice. And I mean that. Because we're stuck in these fights for super long, right? Like, we're gonna be here a long time, so just canceling every summon, but I lose access to burst. I think it's worth it. I'm actually gonna take this, which is crazy. But I think I am just gonna do this because, and I know I'm looking right at a grave right now, but I've been thinking this whole run, there's one big trouble, and I think his name is Basalt. I think Basalt actually flattens us super hard because the slates come out at 7 stone HP. If he makes 2 or 3 slates, I think the run just fucking crumbles. So, unsummon, I think it's a worthwhile trade. Nunchaku add chain to top and bottom? Probably not. I like Shimmering Halo enough. I think it's fine to just slap on Medic and call it a day. Again, importantly, if a self-shield applied from Pilgrim saves someone, Pilgrim does not get the heal. Yeah, and now, I mean, just looking at this fight, it's a good payoff, but I do wonder if this is just like instant gratification and not actually right. Yeah, you gotta wonder a little bit, don't you? It's not even that bad. Single cast burst isn't so terrible. Although it's pretty gross here, because I'm just gonna hit it and then be done with burst forever. But that's okay. I think we can play for like a Chronos blue now, like a type of Chronos type angle, just to sit here and chill for a long time. Like Chronos Prophet would probably be ideal for this run. And we just let the poison go. I do need to pick up some cleanse in this idea. So maybe it's like Chronos Prophet and just thinking. Like I guess Stalwart, right? Chronos Prophet, Stalwart, orange is Venom, and yellow is like Wanderer. That's probably my ideal team. We'll see how close we can come. Ooh, it's gonna land on self-shield. Yeah, too bad. Oh, you're dying to Golem. Renew sets you to 4. I think I messed up here. Pretty sure I messed up here. This Golem could now kill me. That's the only issue. Yeah, and no burst, question mark. Just kinda leaves you with whatever here. Yeah, I should not have, I shouldn't have played this out this way. I needed to lock, I needed to not lock Medic on mana. I've just kind of been autopiloting that shit. Also, oh my god, these golems. Please. This is too many steel rolls. You can't do this to me. Medic's dead. That's a double steal into Medic? wonder if I had gone for like a Scald if I could have saved one of them there. This is pretty close. But if you roll a 3, it has to hit into the grave. So I don't know. Brute is just sitting here scaling infinite, which is fine. And if I take down enough shields, I'll be okay. Just a little bit unfortunate. If I had gotten one more poison off, also I would be in the clear here. So there's no real reason to Scald. I guess what I could do as a result is I could do this so that I can start working through this grave. Youch. Though, tough fight. Double golem and they just keep spamming me with steel is really unfortunate. Oh yeah, but hitting this also makes a big difference because now I can break the shield down. Look at this. This is crazy how many steals they hit. Safe to say I would have just died if I didn't take on summon here, by the way. Now the golem has run out. But still a tough one. Not actually that scary though, because how the fuck is this golem ever killing my brute? It would have taken them a long time to get through this guy. But tough because we lost 3 characters ahead of... Oh, not bad, it's Wendigo. Fence or Doctor? Doctor's fine. I said Prophet, but I think Doctor is very similar. I also think that one of the big things that can fuck you up in this fight is having your first major tier 3 be your orange. Because then Wendigo just takes that away from you. So Doctor it is. Now, I can put up the... No, that's terrible. I guess actually it's fine because you can just end on this. Is the idea. You can just end your turn. You just want to cover up cantrips pretty much here so that your rogue has less time to kill you. No poison for Wendigo though. This fight actually scares me a lot. I don't think there's anything we can do about it. We just gotta get through. Yikes. Not ideal. 2 mana. Should you be rolling for the 3 cruel? I don't think so. I am gonna lock in on the 1 so that I don't take any extra damage here. I get 1 burst, which isn't all that good. So I can do 4 to Wendigo plus 3. You can put him to 9. Well, actually, I can put him to, technically speaking, I can put him to 8. But for sure you save Pilgrim here, no doubt about that. If for no other reason than he tanks another Eliminate for you. So it's gonna be heal, Doctor, Liquor Pilgrim, Burst here, and then this one can just go into Doctor, I suppose. What's happening here? It's a Petrify, and then this Petrify, the Liquor here also cleanses the Petrify off. So it's only Brute who got petrified. Having Rogue die is very troubling. But I don't have a good way to shield. So Rogue has to actually roll down for dodge here, I'm pretty sure. Because if Rogue dies, the Possess moves on to Brute, which is also trouble. Guess he's fairly petrified out here. Good dodge, God bless. But I think Brute just kind of choked on this turn. Well, he's petrified anyway. I should probably give him the Liquor. I can save it for next turn, so that maybe I need it for a heal. Interesting. This is what you end on. Death Defy, 2 mana. This is 2 damage self-shield, which is good. It's just really hard because it's like a very obvious, oh wait, my whole game plan was Rogue, whoops, sort of situation I'm looking at right now. Didn't even consider this, but all I was doing here was Rogue, and now I'm locking into Wendigo going, well that seems not good. I think we can just kind of keep fighting turn by turn here, though. Can Rogue kill himself off of cantrip? I don't know. This might be the turn to go off. I think it is. Let's take a look. 2. Scald puts you to 7. I'm 1 away. Ooh. Okay, so I want to roll these 3 dice because I don't want to poison myself. I want to roll for 3 damage heavy or reuse. Done. That's not good enough. Pilgrim's getting quadruple petrified. Ooh. Okay. Alright, well, overall pretty awful sequence here, but we get... Wait, am I crazy? No, I did that right. I'm just off by 1. It's all good. Here. Stun. And you can poison Doctor. He has regen rolling. Okay. Now, when Rogue unpossesses, I am at risk of him just throwing a dagger directly into a thorn, which would be pretty funny, all things considered. Can someone give me 2 mana here? No? What is this? This is Deathify. I don't need it. Okay, 2 mana, which is gonna go, first of all, Wendigo's dead. 2 mana frees my Pilgrim from his chains, and then I go here. And the Doctor pick also proving to be a very smart choice because I needed Cleanse to get through these thorns. All in all, a very interesting fight that I would like to leave now if possible, thank you. Deathify would be nice. I could go for a stun. Is that 3 damage? Nah, I roll. Okay, well. As you wish. Yeah, I'm sure I don't want to throw my rogue into the thorns, thank you. And it was a little bit scary, but we made it, with no deaths too. Honeycomb never procs, so it's Ocular Amulet or Bust. And by Bust, I mean reroll. I think this item is pretty worthless, so I'll just take the random. Infini-Heal? Well, it's never bad here. At worst, it's okay, because we just get, instead of heal 2 mana gain, it's heal 2 to all mana gain. But it's not really, like, great either. Uh-oh. A little poison coming at me. I think we do have a bit of a weakness to poison here. Bit of a gap in our armor. It's gonna just be stun the snake. If I stun, does he still run? He does still run. Ooh. That's a tough call. How much do I respect this blind? I might leave it on the table. I think I'm leaving too much on the table if I let him run here. Especially since I can just set up a nice little scald angle for future turns like this. Although I should maybe be a little more choosy with when I use my burst. 1 damage mana gain. No need to dodge. 1 poison to all. Probably not a good idea. That seems subpar. I'm looking at this scald and I'm thinking, maybe not, but it should, okay, it's actually fine. Because you go here, here, 1 scald, stun the top snake, it's all good. Once the snakes are gone, we should very easily just outlast whatever's left in this fight, which is Troll. I would be shocked if I didn't. Doctor gets a self-save. You go like, oh, this isn't good. Just trying to be too cute with it. This is bad. I need to actually roll all of this. Better. I wish I could lower this guy's damage by 1 so I could get the double save on Doctor, but Oh. Wait, you're still dying. Okay, let's try to find a line here that doesn't involve my guy just getting killed for fun. Like maybe, oh, I don't know. About... I figured it out. It's not like you're stunning this troll anyway. You may as well take the 2 HP. Presumably. I am basically just playing slightly more expensive burst at this point. Ah, this pick isn't good. Eccentric Stoic. Let's think about it a little bit. Do I have anything for Eccentric? I have Aegis. That's okay. But probably not the play with the cracked plate combo. So do I settle on Stoic or do I let the dice let me give it a good shot? Stoic does have Infinite Heal, which is heal 2 to all self shield. That sounds terrible. Heal 2 and heal 1 to all self shield. That sounds very worthless. Okay. What else here? Eccentric has not much, I feel. This looks more and more like a random. I think Stoic is just kind of... Well, I have Cleanse from Doctor, though, so maybe Stoic's okay. I think Stoic loses out in longer fights. Veteran. Alright. Sure. It's like... It's very underwhelming, but... Oh well. He's good, he lives for a long time, he gets to stack up his shields. I guess I can't complain too much. I mean, sure I can complain as much as I want. You can't stop me, but I won't complain too much. How's that sound? And now we're scaling. Sort of. Are you on 8? So I can kill this demon with just burst, actually, so I can roll the rest. Poison good. Sure. Kinda does feel like I should end up with... I'm gonna save the burst, actually. Or I could Scald here is probably a little bit better, huh? Did I waste... Why is he poisoned? I poisoned him last turn. Alright. Give it a sec. I'll finish whatever the fuck I was about to say. What was I about to say? Oh, it feels like I should end up with the Halo on Pilgrim because he's doing more saving with the stuns than I had anticipated. But I am not going to change because that's annoying and I don't want to. Glassheart Iron Helm. I think Glassheart is psychotic. The best Glassheart user is, like, Wizard, I think. Actually, Rogue doesn't hate it, but Rogue is so fragile. And if I permadeath, I die. And, I mean, oh man, 2 poison is pretty good. I could pass you Leather Vest. It's too greedy, I fear. I think it's too greedy. I'm gonna go Iron Helm, but it's close. I thought about it for a lot of time there. I was very close to clicking on that. And I don't begrudge you if you do click on that. I think it is viable, if you like it, to just take it. It is kind of hard to kill off the Hydra with no burst access here. So I'm just gonna put up poison and build up my defenses here. I'm in no rush. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I'm gonna go for 2. That's 3, 4. Ooh, unfortunate. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, it's okay. I'll take it. No big deal. No need to fret. Dancer, Sorcerer. Oh, and we just fucking rolled the boss that doesn't give a fuck about Unsummon. That's hilarious. I took on Summon, I made my run a lot worse, and then I just fight Troll King. Fucked up when you think about it. Glass Heart Dancer would have gone off, and Glass Heart Sorcerer would have gone off, but you can't know that this is the next pick. And I think Dancer sometimes also just gets crushed. Sorcerer is okay, it's poison scaling, but very importantly, Sorcerer is a bastard. But Caldera's not doing shit anyway, so I'll take Sorcerer. Just important to remember, this guy's a piece of shit. And I'm probably going to get flattened by Troll King because of the way that this run plays out. Uh-oh. Probably poison. My game plan is to go slow and steady, and Troll King's game plan is to punch my head in. You know, I had people do the math, and the odds of Sorcerer actually breaking like that are pretty low. Did you know that? It's actually not supposed to happen where he goes XXX, but it happens. What can you do? I'm about to get stomped by Troll King. And Finaheel does some nice work. I can stun Slate. Let me see here. I'm rolling for cantrips to try to kill the Slate. I'm not going to lock in on the stun. I think I'm going to look for a Death Defy or a reuse. This is a shield or a 4 damage. 3 damage is the worst thing on this turn. There's a reuse. 4 damage. I'll roll. Acceptable. Okay, where are we? In the grand scheme of things, we're actually not too far off here. We're super close to... I bet if you go like this, yeah, it's a lot better. Because the reuse on Doctor... So what happens here? Why does this work out like this? Doctor heals Pilgrim, saves Pilgrim, Halo gives Doctor an extra 2 HP, saves Doctor, Doctor saves himself. It's a nice little combo, and we just go miasma through now. And that should be perfectly fine. Because worst case here, I can just liquor if I have to. Yeah, doubtful that we're in any trouble now. I think this is lethal. Okay. I was afraid, but it worked out just fine. Thank you, Sorcerer, even though you're a piece of shit. Tourmaline Paraiba. Ah, beautiful. I also think Poison Dip is very good, but I think Paraiba Sorcerer makes this run borderline unlosable, because we can just live forever off of it. Well, we can't live forever if we're getting one tapped. But these fights will go long enough for Paraiba, and I think Poison Dip has a decent chance. Oh, Poison Dip Veteran, but it makes me break up the combo. And then I have to move it over to, what, Rogue? And then Veteran has Poison Dip plus Iron Helm, and we hope this character cares. Ooh, this is a tough choice, actually. For what it's worth, I think both lines are pretty viable, but I do lean a little bit towards the Poison Dip, huh? Turns Veteran into... I think Paraiba... Let's think about it by boss by boss. Inevitable is probably the most frightening to me here. I don't even think the hand is that bad. Because I have the Sorcerer for the hand. Sorcerer kind of just beats that fight down. I'm going to go Paraiba because I think it's better in the next few fights. And I am actually a little afraid of dying before we get to the final boss. Oh, well, the Wisps. Oh, you know what? Inevitable's a lot less scary because of Unsummon. And so is Hexia. Hexia and Inevitable are a lot less frightening than I originally had anticipated. I lock in on this. Because I forgot, the hard part of the Inevitable fight is the Wisps just summoning on you. And flooding you with a bunch of bones you can't do anything about. I don't think I can stun anything here. I could burst a zombie and stun it? Sure. That's fine. You may as well save the HP. 2. And now, once we get out of the early turns, it starts to snowball. Once we get into like turn 3 and 4, where our sorcerer is going to be presumably making us an okay amount of mana, I'll lock it. I think it's fine. Just take the guaranteed 2. Counteract poison. Maybe do a little poisoning of our own. I want Doctor to not take that. I feel like I'm probably not allocating my poison correctly, if I'm being honest with you. It just doesn't seem right, does it? The way that I'm going about this. But I don't know. Also, it didn't even cross my mind until now, which is kind of scary. But I should definitely have been looking for 4s on Veteran to kill these zombies off. There's a lot going on. In this fight and the grave fight, I do think that Unsummon kind of saved my life, though. It sort of seems like I would have been in trouble. Nah, not Sorcerer, you're in this shit for life. Ooh. Well, when you offer me one of these, I think it's gonna be a random agent. That's fine. It's nothing crazy here, the quad use is whatever, but you know, maybe I'll get something nice for agent. Turn 1 against Fanatics and nobody's dying. Usually a good sign. What do I even want for you? What did you roll? Fluctuate first? Okay. First with Sorcerer. Lamau. So I guess you take the 3, because it's just about as good as you're gonna get. Technically the 4 is slightly better, but I didn't ask for technicalities. I asked for realities. Probably like 3 here, 4 there. Next turn I can lick our agent to full if I have to. I probably want to. Quad use. You can regen. Nah, it's fine. It's hard to lose from this spot, is what I should say. Because you just go like, boom, kill. Yeah, done. However you want to go about it. Fanatics are like the easiest fight for us at this point. Dumbbell Helm of Power. Let's see. Dumbbell Veteran is okay. He gets 2 8 damage hits. Helm of Power, pretty stinky here. Do you want to go for the random or do you want to settle? That's the question. I want to settle. Because the Cracked Plate combo can just move over to Agent, which is fine. And then Veteran has 2 8s, which is also pretty fine. Helps quite a bit in the crowd controlling front. Run. This is 1, 2, 3 you need for run. It's times 3. It does a 9. I can do a 9 here, right? Is that how this works? Interesting. And then kill the demon. It's not crazy. Doctor is almost all 2s though, so I'm down to let it ride. And we'll roll for an 8 here. Oh, and this is already played the 1. I don't need to lock this because it's already done the 1, so I can roll this down. So it's just a 2 out of Doctor is all I need. Keep going. Okay, I'll take the regen. Veteran, that was a little disappointing. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. Well, Demon isn't even a problem since he can't make imps, actually. So I guess I'll just swing into the Basilisk, and then throw out some Miasma. And you know what? I should probably just put up more regen. We can let Doctor have 2 regen to counteract the Basilisk's 2 poison. Sorry, 4 regen to counteract the Basilisk's 2 poison. Let me be clear. What'd you shift into? This is nothing? That's plus. Nothing. So basically nothing. Reuse, heal 2 to all. Oh, this is a nice little chain reaction. Isn't it? Yeah. Can do like this is okay. 3 to get through the special HP. And maybe we kill Hydra this turn. It's just triple miasma, right? All good. All clear. Dragon. Poet Stalwart. Pilgrim's pretty nice with that reuse side. Pretty sick with it. I could lock in on Poet or Stalwart and be pretty happy. What do you think? What do I think? I think there's a lot of poison that comes out of Dragon. By the way, very funny, I took Unsummon and then fought none of the bosses for Unsummon. Honestly, hilarious. I think what Dragon will do to me, this is a heavy attack, right? So the heavy attack doesn't matter because Veteran lives it. So he has to roll this shit twice before it's a trouble, and I can just, so by the time the heavy attack matters, I don't care because I'm just gonna liquor through it, because Sorcerer will have lived for another round. So I'm really only losing to Poison Cleave here, plus like a bad Caw targeting pattern. I think what I aim for then is Stalwart to have an extra bit of cleanse, although Shield 2 to all allies is fairly viable as well. This is close, I think. They're both decent. I'm gonna go with Stalwart. I think I'm gonna go with Stalwart. Because I can also then just give him the helmet instead of Veteran. And that seems decent. And let's give it a shot, shall we? Anything else here? Nah, let's give it a run. Poison 3. Definitely the scariest one. And this is why I took Stalwart. Of course. And we can also lock in on regen from Doctor here. I'm not inflicting pain. What do you have? Cleanse. Very funny. Has this Veteran hit this 8 yet? I'm kind of starting to feel like he hasn't hit the 8 yet, which is a little bit worrying. I'm a little concerned about my Veteran. Uh-oh, that's a double poison. Alright, gang. Share. Ooh, okay, probably not that one. What do you get? Inflict boned, okay. Just checking if we want to share. Because what I'm checking there is that you can share the shifter keyword, and sometimes it'll shift their side and do a dead side. So you may as well check to see if it's worth doing. It is not here, but it's good to look. You never know when they're gonna roll some garbage you never want to see. Can heal Veteran. The bird is dead. Is this share? This is share. Does this do anything? Pair, XOR, chain. It looks like it doesn't. I trust the game. That's what I'm gonna say here. I trust the preview system. That's what I have to say. And we're gonna go... What? It's like, I want to do Liquor on Veteran. Take my 3 damage. And I'm gonna bank this Liquor to hit the Stalwart back to full next turn. I guess actually it's only heal 10. And I'm actually only losing 1 health by Liquoring here, so it's better to Liquor now. Okay. Thank you, Doctor. Very cool. Alright, Dragon. Fuck off. Actually, just fuck off forever. It's good because I can definitely deal with this. The Sorcerer mana gain engine is absurd, but this is the shit that Dragon does that just ends your run if you don't have Doctor to do this shit. I actually thought to myself, I thought maybe this was gonna be too much. I didn't think I actually was gonna need so much cleanse, but here I am. Fucking 3 straight turns of poison out of the Dragon. And I'm not complaining. I'm very happy with it. I was very fortunate for me because I built for this. But it's definitely just the logic path of thinking about what the worst possible thing Dragon could do to me is, and I thought about it. This is sprint? Oh, this is group single use. Oh god. The path to solving this run, if you're curious, if you want to go through the line with me, it's very simple. You ask yourself, what happens in all of the different cases? What happens if Dragon rolls heavy multiple times? Well, I don't care. That doesn't matter. What happens if Dragon rolls poison multiple times? Well, that can get a little troubling. What happens if he rolls 5 damage to all? Not a big deal, because of the options, right? So when you look it over, basically, Stalwart is better at fighting back against poison because Poet has no way to access any poison. And Stalwart is comparable at fighting AoE damage because he has the 2 shield cleaves and the double use versus the 2 to all and the cantrip shield that Poet has. But Poet brings better single target shielding because of the charged mana or the charged shield sides. So basically, you pick Poet there if you're worried about Dragon killing you through bites, which I don't think you ever are. But anyway, Monster HP seems pretty free. I actually think this curse seems very easy. Or not very easy, but like playable. To be fair, I think without Unsummon, I would have had a lot of trouble versus the Grave fight. But I don't know. I feel like this is not an indicative answer of how good or bad is Monster HP because I didn't see Basalt. But anyway, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good one.